on, my home studio engineers? As always, thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network. Today, I just have a quick video on Luna. So I've been using Logic for about 15 years, and I'm starting to switch over to Luna because there's some features and functionality that I really like in this DAW. But with every transition, there are bound to be a few bumps in the road. And yesterday I came across something that I figured I should make a video about, just in case anybody out there is having this similar issue. And it has to do with soloing buses that have sends from other buses. And just as a side note, I'm probably going to be making a bunch of other Luna videos because I'm really liking this program, and I'm probably going to be a huge advocate for this DAW. All right, now let's jump over to Luna and I will show you guys the issue that I ran into. All right, so we are in Luna, but this might make a little bit more sense if I show you my Logic workflow first. So let's go to this Logic project in which we just have some drums. Yeah, just a live drum kit that I recorded. And if you guys watch any of my other videos, you might know my workflow, but let me go over that. So I have a kick in microphone, a kick out, and a kick sample, all going to a kick bus. And that's how all the individual elements of this kit work. So all the snares are going to the snare bus, toms go to their own bus, and so on. And all those buses end up at the drum bus down here. Now, to the right of that bus is a parallel compression bus, which is fed from all the other drum buses via send. So the kick bus is being sent there, the snare bus, tom bus, cymbal bus. And now, if I were to be mixing this or initially setting the compressor on this, I'd want to solo this parallel drum bus, and I can hit solo on there, and it's going to play all those tracks that are fed to it, so we can solo this bus. Yeah, and when I went to do this in Luna, things did not work like they did in Logic. So let's go back to Luna, where we have the same exact drum tracks here. Right, same exact drums, everything is set up the same way. We have our kicks going to the kick bus, snares going to the snare bus. It's basically identical. So when I started to try to work on the parallel drum bus in this mix, I went over there, it's right here, and I hit solo and I hit play, and it's playing, but there is no sound coming out, right? We're not hearing that parallel drum bus. But I did find a workaround for this. So we're going to hit the spill button on the parallel drum bus, and that's going to make us only see our parallel drum bus as well as anything sent there, which is in fact all of those buses I was talking about, the kick, snare, tom, and cymbal bus. So what we're going to do is first, our sends to this parallel drum bus have to be pre-fader. So they all have the little P clicked there next to the send. And then what we're going to do is solo all of these. So we're just going to hit the S on the first one and drag that over. And then we're actually going to mute all of the buses that are being sent there. So I'm going to mute the kick bus, the snare bus, the tom bus, and the cymbal bus. And now if we hit play, we can hear just that parallel drum bus soloed. So there might be other ways to do this. If you know of a quicker way to do this, let me know. Like I said, I'm pretty new to Luna, but fortunately for me, this is really the only time in a mix where I'm soloing an effects bus. You know, if it's a reverb or delay or something like that, I already have that set up and I don't really need to hear it on its own. I want to hear it in context of the mix. So this is really the only time in my mixing process where I've run into this problem. It's also worth noting that if you have an effects bus that has a send from an actual track, you will not have this problem. So this is only when you have a send from a bus to another bus. That's the only time you're going to have this issue. So while it may seem that Luna has a couple drawbacks, when switching from another DAW, I really still think so far that the benefits of Luna outweigh some of the drawbacks. And it's just kind of giving us different ways to do some of these tasks that we normally do. And when we're switching from one program to another, that's going to be the case, with any DAW. I am making a list and taking note of all the differences in between Logic and Luna. And I will be making a video on that in the future, just for anyone that is thinking of switching from that particular DAW. I really don't have experience with anything else, so I can't make any other comparison videos. But I hope this video helps someone out. Maybe someone's, run into that same issue or problem. But that's it for today. Happy mixing, guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.